Since pretty much right around eighth grade, I began to be curious and interested to learn why I do the things I do or act and react the way I do, learn how the universe works. I started doing dream analysis in middle school to give myself a glimpse inside my inner world. I bought tarot cards to try to see my future. I even had a board game called Therapy, like what eighth grade girl has that? But now as an adult, I've always spent a lot of time reading books about these topics and talking about them with my close friends, thinking about them as I'm trying to fall asleep or I'm in the shower, and obviously I spend time writing about them as well. But alongside this very exploratory part of me lived another part of me, and she has been on a quest for perfection. You see, I never dealt with conflict very well. I never really learned how to do it growing up. And when people got angry, I got a lot scared and I'd get as little as possible and I'd turn silent. I didn't feel like I had much of an ability to affect what was happening around me or how people were treating me, so I turned inside. I made it my goal to be so strong, so without flaw, that I could defend myself against anything outside of me. Because if I was perfect, then I would have no weaknesses, vulnerable to an attack. If I was perfect, nobody could hurt me. If I handled the conversation perfectly with the friend, it protected me from feeling responsible for how they reacted. If I was the perfect girlfriend or wife, then it protected me from getting hurt if my partner ever left because, well, it surely couldn't be a problem with me. If I was the perfect employee, then it protected me from internalizing any criticism and feeling like I wasn't good enough because if I'm perfect, there's nothing to complain about. But we all know nobody's perfect. I was on an unattainable quest, setting me up for disappointment and stress. Because what would happen is my imperfections would always eventually come out, and I'd think, well, the gig is up, and whatever this is over. The facade is gone, and I suck. So much of this is heavy and really no fun to be working through at all. I spent so much of my life in these deep areas of my consciousness. I look for my shadows, and I try to bring light to these parts of me, always on the lookout. I was having coffee with a couple of friends of mine over the weekend, and we were talking about all of these big questions of the universe. One of the ladies asked, why? Why do we do all of this anyway? Good question. We chat about it for a while, and then she said, sometimes I think we're here just to have fun. Being one to take this shit too seriously, I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. But then after we talked more, I realized she was right. All along, I had been seeking perfection in my roles. I identified with all of these people I thought I was. A daughter, a student, an employee, a girlfriend, a friend, a wife. All of these roles are the ways that I sought out perfection. It's literally impossible to be perfect in any of these roles. But where I am perfection is in my soul, in the true essence of the I am. There is nothing wrong with me there. There's nothing to be fixed there. In that space, we are all perfect. So what do I need to do? Identify there and realize that all of the rest of what's happening, all of the mess and shit around me, isn't me. The stuff can happen in my life, but my goal, my reach, is to still enjoy my life here, to still have fun and treat all of the junk as merely an earthly experience, which lasts just the tiniest of a fraction of a second compared to the rest of our existence. I can get lost in rabbit holes of thought. My goal is to no longer to try to be perfect because I know that all of the stuff outside of me never will be. So I'm going to create a little space, focus on who I truly am, separate from what is happening to me, and damn it, I'm going to have some fun.